What's up? What's up? This is BLACKBOOKT.TV, first episode on Conformity. This is the two men right here that decided to volunteer to talk about this right now. Can y'all introduce yourselves real quick and what school y'all go to?
What's up? My name is Stephen Fume. I go to Boston Academy and I'm like 17.
My name's Shamir Williams. I'm 17 and I go to Boston Day and Evening.
Oh. So let's talk about it. We're gonna talk about conformity. Can you do me a favor, bro? With the white shirt, can you read the four topics that's right there that's talking about conformity?
1, size of majority. 2, culture. 3, individual differences, self-esteem. 4, gender.
All right. So those are the four things, if y'all don't know, that cultivates conformity. So when they say the size of the majority, they're saying like the size of the groups. You know, most of the size of the majority also, it consists of people who, for example, likes to wear Jordans, they get together. The dudes who like to wear polo, they get together. And then like the dudes who don't, you know, who's different, you know what I'm saying, who likes to, like, for example, skateboard or something like that, they're like, nah, y'all are lame or something like that. So these things, for example, also the culture, because we don't have a culture as, you know, black people, you know, we don't really have a black culture per se.
Yeah.
We kind of lost it over time. So when we don't have a culture, it's easy for us to go, you know what I'm saying, conform, be a part of these groups and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And then there's the individual differences, which that can be looks, that can be anything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then there's also, which deals with your self-esteem. And then there's also gender. So, you know, like I said, this can go both sides, male or female. Over time, you're going to see that it mostly affects the woman more than the male, believe it or not. So, but that's for another time. So I got some questions for you. I got 6 questions that has to do with conformity. And I want to know, what are the pros and cons of conformity? What do you think the pros and cons are for conformity when you do this, when you go and be a part of these majority groups, per se?
Pros and cons to conformity. I'm gonna start with the pros. So pros are you fit in with the group, you know, there's no need, you feel like you're part of the group, you don't feel singled out, you're not by yourself or alone, like in solitude. And another pro is like you don't have to do as much because you're with the group, you're not against the group, so you have less enemies, so you're in a circle, you're protected. The cons are though, like it takes away from individuality, so you can't really, if you do stuff that the group disagrees with, then suddenly you're not with the group anymore, and you're left without a foundation since you built your foundation off the group. So those are like the pros and cons of conformity. And also like conformity, it helps with systems, like with control. Like there's less chaos because everyone's doing the same thing, thinking the same way, you know, doing the same things. So
that's
I
deep.
don't know if that's a pro or a con.
Nah, that's deep.
Yeah,
that's deep. That's what's up. I didn't even think of that.
The pros is similar to like what Steven said, like kind of like you have like a group that like you function with and you're able to work with them, and that can kind of like help you build on certain things. For example, like they got a clothing company, so the clothing company they can teach me like different things that I wouldn't have never thought of before, or like just like a different mindset like when I'm on my own.
Right. And
the cons is like it kind of takes, I want to say, takes away from like individuality. Right. But it's like you said, like it doesn't, like you kind of stranded afterwards. Like where do you go without that group? Right. And there's no like real direction after it.
So y'all both feel like, so basically y'all saying that these kids conform to find a way out, in a way, like they want this popularity. It's like a family foundation kind of.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. You know, believe it or not, that's actually true. According to psychology, it's funny you said that. Y'all, was there a time in your life where you wanted to conform? And if so, you know, what stopped you? What made you want to be you? We could start with you right there, yeah.
Times in my life that I wanted to conform, I feel like the times I felt like the most struggle with conformity, it's been like elementary school, because like I was younger, and like, you know, when you're a kid, you know, you don't have that much self-confidence or like self-confidence or like just like it's just confidence to do what you want to do or whatever. And like, you know, you be seeing the other kids like, oh, why does everybody like them and then not me? Because, you know, they're popular and you want to be with the group, and that's like one of the pros of conformity. So like you want to have nice sneakers, you want to have like all the cool shit, you know, and that way you fit in and people like you because that's what society values, and that's like part of conformity. And I feel like one of the main things that stopped me from conforming to society is I was kind of forced just because of like financial situations. It's like my mom can't afford to like buy me all this shit because I got like 4 other brothers and she's the only one that takes care of. Like I got 3 brothers, 1 sister, and she's the only one that takes care of us. So like you know, not all of us can be wearing Jordans all the time. So you know, I was forced to be like, I ain't got it. So you know, fuck y'all. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. You know, I just did me from then on. So
that's what's up. Yeah, that goes to you too.
It's a similar situation to what Steven was talking about, but I was just a little bit more older. So like, I was like around like middle school, like to get in high school, and like, you know, I got my dad. He's a convicted felon, so like I started hanging like around like him like a little bit. So I want to be like around like the dope dealers and stuff. And I want to like be like them and stuff.
That's real.
But after a while, like it kind of conflicts like with your high school friends, like, cause like even in their eyes, like I could never be one of them because the hair and different things. So like I was like fuck it, and I was just like, let me just create my own type of thing.
That's right.
For me, and like I guess that's where like my friends come in and stuff, and then like they support me in like doing my own thing.
Right. That's what's up, man. You know what's crazy? I try to do that same thing. Actually, I'm doing it right now. I'm 22 years old. I'm doing that same thing. I want to say, you know, I want to create my own thing. I want to do my own. As you can see, you know what I'm saying? I don't rock all that. These old ass Adidas, but you know, I wear these anywhere. You know, it ain't like I be like, yo, I gotta lick my shoes. You know, like it ain't like that. I just wear these anywhere. But it's crazy because I'm 22, still doing that, and dudes be looking at me like, yo, you're weird. You lame, you this, and I'm like, I'd rather help my community teach kids who's younger than me so they can teach other kids than go out here and try to pretend, you know, I'm someone I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So
and if you don't mind, like a lot of the times, like when like you don't conform, and like especially like with a lot of like the groups, like when I was like around the dope dealers and shit, they're like that would be like their go-to thing, like the weird thing, would be their go-to.
That's their like, thing, you know what's funny though? They say that though because they're afraid of what you might become. Because look what I became. I'm making my own business. I was saying, so I bought all this. It's deeper than what y'all imagine, man. Like, you know, and a lot of that has to do with number 3 right there, low self-esteem, individual differences. You know what I'm saying? So,
to be honest, also like, if you were, they call you weird, they call you like all these names that like differentiates you from them, but like, how far do they go compared to you? You know, a lot of rocks are the same, but a rock ain't a diamond. You feel me? So that's the main difference. Like, I'll be me, you do you. You be like everybody else. Where are you gonna be in 10 years? Because you're being like everybody else. You do with me. You feel me? So,
and that's real. You know? What did you see happen to kids who are perceived as different in your school? And let's keep it a buck. You don't have to say no names. You know what I'm saying? We can keep that censored. But what did you see happen to kids? I can tell you off bat, I seen dudes, just like we said, more than just called lame.
What I saw mostly what happens is like, they like isolate you and you're like by yourself. Like, oh, he's weird, so I'm not gonna sit with him. Like, you got lunch, they're not gonna sit with you at the table. He's by himself, or he's doing whatever he wants. Or usually that happens, or they just like make fun of him and they're like the point of ridicule. So everybody makes fun of him because like, oh, we're all the same, but he's different, so it's okay to make fun of him. So that's what usually happens. But usually those type of people are the ones that are individuals attract other people that are individuals. You know, like, oh, you're like me, like they don't like us, so fuck them, we're gonna make our own group, and we're cool because we do what we want to do, and they don't matter. So that's what usually happens.
You know, that's a damn shame. What's up with you, man?
I'll just use myself as an example. Like I was always like the different kid in high school and shit. Like I'm gonna go to my hair because my hair is like the color and shit.
It's dope.
Like, like they never seen like black kid with the color and shit. But now if you look, how many people you see with colored like black kids with colored hair? So, but at the time, like they used to be like, oh, faggot and all that other shit.
We keeping it real,
all different type of names. Like I never had to fight because I just think they were scared to fight. Like, I just think that's how my generation is. They just don't want to fight. And it's like Steven said again, like, so like I didn't have a problem being by myself.
Right.
Other people they might. So like I don't know how they dealt with it,
Right.
but I was like by myself, and most of my friends they based off of like people who came up to me and started speaking to me, and they fuck with what I was doing by
Right.
myself, and we just established something off of that.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And that's how mostly you find friends, mostly, when you find people
Genuine
who's just like you. Yeah, like I found people, I'm proud to say, you know what I'm saying, that think just like me, that have some goals that's just like me. You know, may not be the same, you know, we may differentiate in some areas, but your goal is to do something with your life. You know, it ain't just going out there all the time, just party. And I'm pretty sure that's not something that they want to do. But it's like there's a time when you wake up and be like, yo, man, I got responsibilities. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a time, and sometimes I be thinking like, yo, they my age and they still don't get it.
Yeah.
Like 22, 23, 24, 30, like, you know, and you still like, Mom, give me my Cheerios. You know, it's like, yo, you're 30 years old, bro. You know, it's because you was out there partying and you was calling dudes like us who's about to become potential millionaires lame. You know, and those are facts. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I ain't trying to come at nobody, but conformity is a serious deal. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't just about anyone who just conform. There's a lot of people who's just like that. Like you just like to have, you know, there's some people who just like to have materials. I ain't talking about those people. I'm talking about those people who's like us, but then feel like, yo, you know, I want to be somebody like, I want to be like them. Let me go. I'm talking about those people who, you know, who changed into that. I ain't talking about the dudes who's already like that. That's you. You know what I'm saying? That's different from somebody who's just like, let me be like him.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's it. You know, that's what I'm talking. I'm talking to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the punks. You know what I'm saying? Y'all punks. You got dudes right here, black men right here, who didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Still getting girls. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy. That's what's up. That's how you do it. Why do you feel kids need to conform? Well, what is it that makes them want to do it? What do you feel like it is? Because, you know, I have my definition and other people have it. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, this is perfect for you.
I feel like a lot of times it's like a pressure thing. So like they keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and it's like fuck it. Like I guess I have to be like this way in order for them not to fight me or like call me certain names and stuff. So it's a lot of it's just like.
Is it like a defense mechanism?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. I'd say that.
Okay.
Definitely a defense mechanism. Or it's just like they don't want to be put in that situation of being called names, getting into fights and stuff.
So you rather just take the safe route and just real talk, just take. That makes sense. Yeah. What do you think?
So the question was like, what makes kids want to conform?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like what he said basically like, conformity is easier. It's just easier. Then you stick out less, and it, you know what doesn't stick out doesn't get hammered down. You know.
Right.
That's what it is. So.
That's right.
It's just like you don't get bothered by the group. You know, if you're with the group, you don't get hit by the group. You feel me? Because you're running with them. You know. So, and also, I was gonna say something.
No, keep doing your
the
thing.
Question was
what makes kids conform? Yep.
What makes kids
you on
conform? It. So, also, this is what it was. It's also because they ain't got a strong foundation at home. The values ain't there. They ain't got nobody to look up to.
That's number 2 right there, by the way. That's
culture.
That's culture. Know? They ain't got a culture, people. If you don't got a culture, that can be you.
Yeah.
That could be your kid. Go ahead.
Speaking about the black community, you know, like most people's fathers ain't there. Like my dad don't live with me.
Right. Same here.
My dad don't live
your dad don't live with you.
Yep.
So, you know, usually if like I'm a black male, who am I supposed to look up to? Like the older black male, but where you at though? You feel me?
Right.
So. What do you call it? You go to school or you go wherever you're going. You ain't got nobody to look up to, and this is what everybody's doing. So obviously, I should be doing it too if everybody's doing it, right?
Right.
So they ain't got a strong foundation at home or like a strong morals and confidence and self-esteem
to do things themselves.
Exactly. That's what it is.
And if you look up to like the older black males and stuff, they're probably conforming as well.
Yeah.
You know what?
Like, the drug dealers.
There you go.
They probably conform as well.
When they were younger.
Yeah.
You know, since we on that, matter of fact, let me ask you this, because this ain't even on here. I'm glad you said that. I didn't even have to bring it up, by the way. That wasn't me. But do you believe that parents who conform also put that pressure on their kids to conform?
I think, exactly. Definitely. It's like young versus old. You know, there's like the old way and then there's the new way. And like this is what parents have been doing their whole life. You know, they'll be like, do this, do that, because that's what I've been doing my whole life. So I want you to do it too. You can't be doing anything different.
Right.
Because you know, I feel like some parents don't want their children to be greater than them. You know, they're trying to hold you back.
He's right.
Or some parents are just trying to live through you.
Right.
You know, they need to do some shit, so they want you to do it for them.
Real.
You know?
Right.
So, yeah, it's just like the way they were raised, and it's based off of their fears and biases. You feel me?
That's real.
All it is.
That's real.
Yeah. I feel like it's exactly like what Steven said. Like the parents like they feel like, well, I'll put it this way, like
Take your time, yep.
Yeah, my parents like they go to school and stuff, because like that's all they know.
Right.
All they know is like school and stuff.
I feel you.
Yep. They don't know a different route. So it may not be because like they want you to, like they want you to conform, but they don't know any other.
Exactly.
Like,
you know,
they weren't taught.
Yep, and it's funny because there's more than one way to conform. Actually, you can conform. There's something called, I call it the scholar route, and then you can call it the jigaboo route. I'll call it the jigaboo route. Or you call it, you know, something. I'm not gonna. The coon route. We can say it. This is black book. We on here. We in the book. You know, the scholar route would be, all right, I'm just books, and then not understanding exactly what fun is. And then there's the jigaboo. I call it the jigaboo route, where you just go fun. That's the conform route, and you don't understand responsibility.
Exactly.
And then there's people like us who understand like there's a duality between it.
Bro.
You have to.
You can do your business and you can have
There you
fun
go.
at the same-
Like you can do both. Like you can, you know, go with these whole things. You can go. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Do your work like me. Like I do what I gotta do, and I do what I gotta do.
And there's a time,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
There's a time where like if you like when you didn't go the scholar route,
Right.
like that was like kind of like appreciated more. And,
Right.
Like, kind of like people like, oh, you like self-made and stuff. Like,
Right.
oh, that's what's up. But like now they put it in like a system where you have to do like the scholar route or you're doing the jigaboo route.
Right.
Yeah.
So
That's real talk. And they're trying to split it up that way. And you know what I'm saying? But it ain't gonna work out that. And the funny part is the school system want that. They want y'all to be the that's why they never talk about the C students. The C students are y'all. Pretty much. It ain't really, you know, I'm pretty sure y'all not C students. But in this context that we're talking about, y'all would be considered C students, which is potential millionaires. If you don't know, statistically, 75% of C students become potential millionaires or billionaires in the future.
I had no idea, bro.
And they A students. They go to college and then they end up working for the C students.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, so it's like, but they don't tell you that, you know, and that's why teachers never talk about the C students or the middle crowd or the crowd that's different. They just put them as, you know, whatever's whatever. You know what I mean? We're not going to talk about, we're going to put them with the clown crowd, depending on what their score is on a test.
Exactly.
A standardized test that does not tell you your true skills. Math, that's not even, that's old as hell, but they just refurbish it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not kidding. We're going to talk about that next time. These kids are themselves when they conform. Remember I was saying that there's these kids who's just like us, but they turn to these kids who's conformed. Why do you, what makes them feel like they themselves when they do conform, do you think? Because I know that's a difficult question, but I'm just going to try to say it one more time. What makes them feel like, yeah, this is me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I do this. What makes them want to do that? Yeah.
It's really like a sense of power. Cause like, I feel like most people conform, like you feel like you have no power, right?
Right.
So, cause you join, and then you join the group, and then like now I'm cool. You know, I get all this confidence from all these other people telling me, yeah, you're doing the right thing. Hey, nigga, go.
Right,
you feel me?
right.
And then like, oh, I'm lit. I run the streets because I'm that nigga, because now everyone's telling me I'm that nigga. So that's why they feel like they're themselves, because they feel like they're in control. Like I run everything. I'm doing what I want to do. Yeah, because I'm like, shit, whatever.
Right.
That's not really it.
Nope.
You just listen to whatever. If you need people to freaking validate you, then you aren't valid. You feel me? So that's what it is.
What you think, man?
Before I make my point, to add on to what Steven was saying,
Right.
like if you got like a dream in mind, like don't tell the people, like just believe in it and just go. Bro.
Right.
Yeah.
But
For real. Real talk.
what happens is it's like kind of fake it till you make it. So they keep wearing these Jordans or whatever. Like they're the head nigga and like around the hood and stuff.
Right.
Then like they kind of lost themselves and like now like their fabricated selves is like what they are now.
Do you feel like they sometimes get trapped into that and then they can't find themselves? And when that change do come, they be like, yo, You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't understand what that change. You feel like sometimes they don't know what that change is, so they don't want it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I feel you, man. More talk. You know. All right, last question, man, because I know y'all got shit to do. I'm gonna ask you this first.
All
You
right.
second, because this is perfect.
Okay.
Because we like again, I'm gonna bring this up again. Like you said with your your braids, because your people be like dreads, right?
Yeah.
The braids, you know. I'll dap you up after, you know, but they're braids. Same here, they're braids, man. But why are people who are perceived different, such as yourself? You said I just got this just because, you know, I wanted to. This is me. Why are people who's perceived different looked down upon, yet that style get taken? Just like you said, you were saying earlier before the camera, yo, you know, I had this, whatever, and then, you know, months later, I'm seeing people now copying me. At first, they were calling it this, you know. What, you know what I'm saying? Like, why they look down upon instead of being praised for being different? You know, like they trend a lot, you know.
I would say like I don't even think I don't even have like a real answer for that. Like I'll try to answer it the best I could, but I think it's just like everybody else around them is saying it like, all right, so for example, like y'all two could be like, oh, this nigga's hair is weird and stuff, but one of you guys is like, nah, actually, like I like this, but like you might not speak up, and somebody like with a more more powerful voice than you is like, this nigga's hair is weird, so he kind of speaks for all you guys. And but then later on, that person gonna be like, you know what, I actually like this. And then like they group, like they don't, like after a while they don't have a choice but to accept like that person's like kind of individuality.
Right, that makes sense. What about you, man? This was the question, right?
Yeah.
All right. Why are people who are perceived different looked down upon? You know, even though they trend set a lot.
Like kind of like what he said. Like, you know, it's what he said, but also like you can't do the same thing over and over again, because then like, you know, if we're all doing this, now we're all the same, and therefore, like, where's our value? Because they realize it themselves, even if they don't realize that they realize it. But us being the same ain't really cool anymore. Because then, whereas if we're all the same, no one's on top. You know, there's no power. And, like, at the end of the day, like when we conform, someone's in charge, someone's leading the pack, and it's really just like blind leading the blind. You feel me? So this dude's like, okay, everyone's doing this now. Shit, I gotta change if I want to stay on top. You feel me? So I'm like, I see him, I'm like, yo, that's actually kind of nice. I'm gonna do that. Then they were like, I thought you said that was whack, but then like, since you on top, I'm gonna do what the fuck you doing, cause you know, you on top. So I'm gonna get braids, I'm gonna put beads in my hair, put dye my hair and shit. You feel me? Even though I just said last year that shit was whack, I'm gonna do it now. So you need to be on top. And to be on top, you gotta be different, or else why are you on top?
Also, they might just get tired. Like they might just be like, yo, I'm tired of like doing the same Jordans and stuff. So you know, I might switch it up and stuff. Like I might try it for myself and switch it up. Like I'm tired of like all of us having waves and stuff. Like, and like they might see like the results. Like they might see somebody like with hair like mine. They like the girls. Like I'm gonna use the girls for example. They're like, oh, his hair is cute and stuff. And like for a lot of people who are conforming in those groups, they're run by like a certain thing. For me, like I think for them that's the girls. So they be like.
So since we're there. See y'all good. You picked the right man, dog. That's my man's right here, man. I don't know. But since we're on that subject, you mentioned a valuable topic. Like I said, guys, this ain't me. You know, I talked about this already. Is it the girls that's controlling the conformity?
Hell yeah. I'm gonna say like dope dealers, like they all do it for money. What do they need money for?
You can say it. No, you can say it. It's BLACKBOOKT.TV.
They need money for the pussy. Like I'm trying to be as respectful as possible. But for me, like I kind of use that as like a positive thing. Like I say like I'm pussy powered because like I try to turn the negatives into positive. So like it's true, but it's bad at the same time.
True. Yeah. What do you think? You think that's true?
I feel like there's many factors that like contribute to conformity.
True.
You know, there's like it's not just one thing, because you know if it was one thing that'd be too simple. You know, then anyone could do it and then take control of like who's on top. You know. So I would say it's like, you know, it's approval from girls, because you know if you're straight, you know, you like girls and you want them to like you too. So it's approval from girls, but at the same time, you need approval from the dudes too, because then they're just gonna knock you down and be like, you a bitch, I'm on top now. So it's like the girls, the guys, and then it's just like it's general society, you know. So you need approval from everyone to be on top, because if one person disrespects you, then that was stopping anybody else from disrespecting you. You feel me? So
let me ask this then. Is it the girls that's driving it? Because I understand what you're saying. You're saying that it's general. I understand it's a general thing. But is it the girls that's driving it? Are they the ones, just like how you see on TV, the main tastemakers for hip-hop is women. Ass shaking everywhere. That's all they rap about. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so like I was saying before that interruption. Is it the woman, do you believe, that's actually driving it, though? Because I understand you're saying it's a general thing, but women are the tastemakers, you know what I'm saying? Like, they are the ones that make dudes want to do a lot of things. Dudes' hormones do run faster than, well, not these days, but you know what I mean. You know, genetically, run faster than a lot of women, you know what I'm saying? They can control their sex hormones if they try. But guys, on the other hand, it's kind of, like, harder, you know what I'm saying? So, like, do you feel like they're the ones that pushes it? You know, I'm not saying that's the ones that's like the only ones that's pushing it. But are they one of the main ones that's pushing it, do you believe?
I feel like they're like, if there was a big three, like, the big women would be like number one, I guess.
If not one, then two.
Exactly. At least number two.
I can accept that.
Like top three.
It's like, I'd say top three is like money and women.
There you go. But I want to be like, if they are running it, then they ain't really doing it consciously. You know, like all of us is those who are conforming, like I consider them all unconscious, right? So they're not really doing it consciously, but they are like one of the driving factors. You know, it's not like women get together like, oh, this is what we're gonna say. It's hot now. This is what's this. Exactly. That they don't do that. No, it just happens. You feel me? Exactly. So it's unconscious. So yeah, I would say that.
Well, actually,
there are like some groups.
I kind of disagree with a little bit with that because it's also from TVs. TV programming. They program your mind to want to act like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit just don't come like, yo, we're just going to act ratchet. Let's go shake our ass. Nah, they really see what's on TV, and it's just like programming them to want to be like, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's something we're going to come to understand soon, like I said, man. But, yeah, if anything, y'all can just talk about anything. Like, you know, do y'all feel like, you know, conformity is something that, you know, needs to be shared a lot more? Do y'all feel like conformity is, you know, just go in? Y'all can just go in.
I'm just gonna add on to like that little part about
go ahead.
Women like leading conformity.
I
say like it doesn't have to be like a group, cause like you can just conform to like that one, like the pretty girls like ideals. Like if she says like, oh, I like Shamir with the braids and stuff, like then somebody who's listening in the back of the class who may not get that much attention and stuff, he might go and braid his hair. So he's not like doing it like as a whole group. Like he might just be by himself, but he's conforming to like that one girl's like kind of ideas and stuff. Right.
What about you? Anything
to add on to conforming? I feel like there's like levels to conforming, right? I feel like it's really hard to like live in society and not be conforming in some type of way. You feel me? Because like at the end of the day, we all wear clothes. Why do we wear clothes? Because we walked outside, niggas would be like, "Oh, you weird? Why aren't you wearing clothes?" It's a law. You know, it is a law, but that law in itself is conformity too. You feel me? Cops do that if you didn't want to get beat down by everybody else, which is the cops. You feel me?
That's true.
So at the end of the day, we all conform to some level. But you at least if you're conforming, know that you're conforming. Now, as soon as you know that you're conforming, you're not conforming as much anymore. You know, you're literally deciding to do it. If you're deciding to do it and you're conscious that I want to do this, are you conforming? I don't, you know, there's levels to it.
Well, if I decided I wanted to conform, and I conform, then therefore I am conformed. You know what I mean?
But it's like I feel like, but then you're still thinking though. Like they're conforming, but they don't know that they're conforming. Like I know exactly what I'm doing. I know I'm gonna be selling drugs. I know I'm gonna be fucking bitches. But at the same time, there's more than that in my mind. You feel me?
Oh, of course. Okay. So you're saying there's more than just.
Besides that.
All right.
But I'm deciding like I'm gonna do it because I want to do it.
But you do. But when you conform, you realize you're conformed.
Exactly. You realize if you know you're conforming, you're not. You know, it's like there's more space in there because you're not on a conforming mindset. You feel me? Because like
you talking about during the time you're about to conform.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so I see what you mean. So it's like So the people who are conforming, they have like this straight path.
Yeah, exactly.
But like the people who are deciding to conform,
yeah.
it's
They
like
have multiple paths. Okay, okay, okay. We on it.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
what I'm saying.
You know how to take. It's my dog. I
Don't worry,
understand.
I got a little lost.
From real talk though, I want to thank y'all guys, man. First episode about conformity. Make sure y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna get you, and you know,
Shout out my brand.
nah, you be. I'll be shouting you out, but you don't be shouting me out,
What
man.
you mean?
Yeah,
What?
Black,
What?
you know what? We're gonna end it like.
What?
How you gonna do that to this man?
What?
How come he don't got my BLACKBOOKT.V YouTube page then?
Nigga,
Did I say I want to do Afrofuturism film?
nigga.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
First of all, I
Here
told
we
you. When I went to look up your shit on YouTube, I went to your Instagram because it should be in your bio, right? 'Cause
Woo,
that's what
this
you
is a
thought. That's what
you know
thought.
what? You can keep coming up with these excuses, but at the end of the day, this brother's supposed to have my YouTube page. You know what? But we got 1 minute left anyway. So, dope show. It was actually 34 minutes, by the way. But yeah, it was dope, and I appreciate it, man. And we could talk again whenever. And peace to y'all, man. BLACKBOOKT.TV.